How to start a business with $0. The biggest lie nobody talks about. What if everything you believed about starting a business was completely wrong? Because right now, a 24-year-old in Phoenix, Arizona is making $8,000 a month editing videos for real estate agents. He started 8 months ago with a free trial of CapCut and a $200 laptop he bought on Craigslist. No investors. No business degree. No family money. And he's not special. He's just someone who understood one thing that most people never figure out. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, step-by-step understanding of exactly how ordinary people are building real income from zero, and why money is no longer the barrier most people think it is. The old rules are dead. For decades, starting a business meant serious capital. You needed office space, equipment, inventory, a marketing budget, employees. Sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars before you made your first sale. That world existed for a reason, and those rules made sense at the time. But then the internet happened. And it didn't just change business. It completely demolished the old entry requirements. Today, a teenager in a small town in Ohio can reach more potential customers in a single afternoon than a Fortune 500 company could in an entire quarter back in 1990. No building. No staff. No advertising agency. Just a phone, a skill, and an internet connection. Yet most people are still mentally operating like it's 1995. They're waiting until they have enough money. Enough credentials. Enough confidence. Enough time. Meanwhile, the people who understand the new rules, they're already winning. The shift that changes everything. Here's the fundamental truth that most business content never actually teaches you. Business is not about money. Business is about solving problems. Think about every company you've ever given money to. Amazon exists because finding products was inconvenient. Uber exists because hailing a cab was frustrating. Netflix exists because Blockbuster made returning movies a chore. Every dollar spent in this economy is someone paying to have a problem removed from their life. That means opportunity isn't hiding in Silicon Valley boardrooms or MBA programs. It's sitting inside everyday frustrations. What wastes people's time? What confuses them? What do they keep putting off because it's complicated? That's where businesses are born. Why services beat products every single time, at the start. Now here's where most beginners make a critical mistake. The second they get an idea, they jump to building a product. An app. A physical item. A brand with a logo and packaging. Products require money. Often a lot of it. Services require almost nothing except a skill and the ability to deliver results. And here's the part that surprises most people: you don't need to be world-class at your skill to get paid for it. You just need to be better than the person hiring you. A local dentist running a practice doesn't need the world's greatest social media manager. He needs someone who can post consistently, respond to comments, and grow his patient list. That's it. A real estate agent doesn't need a Hollywood-level video editor. She needs someone who can turn her property walkthrough into a clean, professional listing video by Friday. These are real problems. Real budgets. Real opportunities. And the skills required? You can learn most of them for free. YouTube. Skillshare free trials. Google. Reddit threads written by actual professionals. The information exists. The only question is whether you'll use it. How to get your first client without a website, portfolio, or experience. This is the part most videos skip, so pay close attention. Forget the fancy website. Forget the logo. Forget the business cards. Your first client doesn't care about any of that. They care about one thing: can you solve their problem? Here's a method that actually works. Pick one specific type of business. Let's say local restaurants. Spend 30 minutes looking at their Instagram pages. Find 3 that have weak content, blurry photos, inconsistent posting, zero engagement. Now, instead of sending a generic, "Hey, I do social media" message, do this instead. Create one free sample post for their business. Write a caption. Design a simple graphic using Canva. Record a short video script they could use. Then send them a message that says something like, "Hey, I made this for you. No charge. If you like the direction, I'd love to talk about doing this consistently." You've already done the thing you're asking them to pay for. You've demonstrated competence before asking for trust. That approach will get you further in 1 week than a polished website will get you in 6 months. The uncomfortable truth about failure. Let's be honest about something most motivational content glosses over. Your first attempt probably won't work. Your second might not either. That's not pessimism. That's reality, and it's actually good news. Because failure in business isn't the end of the road. It's information. Every rejected proposal tells you something about your pricing, your pitch, or your targeting. Every client who says no is giving you data you can use to improve. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx and now a billionaire, has talked openly about how her father used to ask her at dinner every week, "What did you fail at this week?" Not to shame her. To celebrate the attempt. Because people who attempt things learn. People who never attempt anything stay exactly where they are. The entrepreneurs who build something real are usually not the smartest people in the room. They're the ones who stayed in the game long enough to figure it out. The compounding effect nobody talks about. Here's what the math of consistency actually looks like in practice. Month 1, you land your first client for $300. Month 3, you have 3 clients, refined your process, and you're making $1,200 a month. Month 6, referrals start coming in. You raise your rates. $2,500 a month. Month 12, you're either replacing your job income or building toward it. None of those numbers are fantasy. They're what happens when someone picks a skill, stays consistent, and refuses to quit after the first rejection. The tragedy isn't that people can't build this. It's that most people quit somewhere in month 1 or 2, right before the momentum starts. What you actually need to start today. Not money. Not a business license on day 1. Not a perfect plan. Here's the real list. One skill that solves a real problem. One type of customer who has that problem. One outreach message that demonstrates value before asking for anything. And the willingness to send it, get rejected, improve, and send it again. That's the entire business model. Everything else, the website, the branding, the team, the office, comes later. After revenue. Not before it. The only question that matters. 1 year from today, you'll be in one of 2 places. You'll either still be waiting for the right moment, the right idea, the right amount of money in your account. Or you'll be looking back at a year of learning, building, failing forward, and growing, wondering why you didn't start sooner. The tools are available. The customers are available. The information is available. The only thing that has ever been missing is the decision to begin. So make it today. If this gave you clarity, subscribe, because next week we're breaking down the 5 specific service businesses you can start this week with $0 and exactly how to price them.